gamers, Ranger Tony here, and camera's all a bit wonky. Hang on, something's going a bit funky here. Why do I not see in the preview? There we go. No. Yeah, okay, cool. So, we are back streaming 7 Days to Die. I am just about to go through the 5th blood moon. It is like 5 p.m. on day 35. So, this is going to be a fun start to the stream. Yeah. Let's hope everything goes well. So there's already been a couple of screamers and a little mini horde, which I had to fight off. I'm basically just going to be standing out here and keeping an eye on things until, well, until the morning. I really only have one spot where they should try and cross, and that's right here, because that's the only place where the traps go all the way up to the ground level. The rest of the stuff is just some old wooden traps and some old iron traps down in there, so that as they wander around they get hurt. I tried putting some water down there. There's some wooden traps in the water and a few spare iron traps down that side and some iron traps on this side. So I tried putting... Was that a zombie I just heard? No, I guess not. Yeah, tried putting some water in there just to see what it does, if anything. I have a feeling it technically might make things worse, because if the zombies are a touch buoyant, they might be able to jump out. So we shall see. The biggest thing I'm going to have to keep an eye on will be the spider zombies, because they can jump that too wide gap. I have seen them do it. In the last blood moon there was only one of them, but we'll have to keep an eye on it. Basically, I'm going to spend a lot of my time around this area here, although I may move a little closer to this. I'm going to be using the sniper rifle, or my rifle with a scope, initially to try and clear out the zombies from a distance. I have 181 rounds for that, so that's pretty good. My little 9mm, I have 191 rounds for that. I do have a laser sight for it, but at this range you can't see it. And then the shoddy I've got there as the absolute backup, but that's really just going to be for cleaning up in the ditch afterwards. G'day, Nigel. You've joined me for a blood moon in 7 Days to Die. Hopefully this does not go terribly wrong. Nope. That was just a stalk. Thought I saw something off in the distance. And it starts. The lightning, the thunder. It'll start Getting dark soon as the clouds cover the sun. Wonderful atmosphere in this game. It's just you and me at the moment. One other chatter, mate. One other person, maybe. I'm doing good, thank you, Nigel. Yourself? Of course, that could all change in a few minutes when the Horde gets here. We shall have to see. Thought there was one come in amongst the corn, but there wasn't. Thankfully. Every little flicker that you see of shadow or, crops moving or whatever makes you think that there's another zombie. At the moment, I just want to get the screeches as I can, as far away from the base as I can, because I don't want them calling in a mini horde right before the blood moon. I want all of my traps to be as effective as possible, and I want to keep as much ammo as possible. Should you get this game? That is a very good question. Do you like open world survival games? If you do, yes. Do you like zombie games? If you do, then yes. I actually don't really like zombie games for all that much. I think the zombie genre is very much overdone. It's been 30 years, and I really think it would be nice if they picked a different genre. This game could have been just as good set in a fantasy world as it is in this zombie apocalypse. Having said that, it is a very, very good game. It's been out for several years now. They've obviously put a lot of work into it. Like, I love the lighting, the atmosphere. I love the detail to the world. I've just built a bicycle in this game, so I can now ride my bike around and expand the area in which I can explore, and that makes it very enjoyable as well. I mean, if it wasn't for the fact that there were zombies in here, and quite frankly, you can set up the game so that no zombies spawn at all, which, you know, might make the game a little bit boring in the end. But if you did that, all you would do would be riding around looking for animals to hunt, so to feed yourself, and then building whatever you wanted as a house. You could do that. And who knows, I might even have a playthrough at one point where I do that. But at the moment, I'm enjoying the zombie survival side of things, as well as the rest of the survival and crafting and all that sort of stuff. So, yeah, I like it. I think it's worth the money. If you don't think it's worth the money, do what I did. Buy it on sale. When it comes on sale next, put it on your Steam wish list, and when it next comes on sale, grab it. I tend to do that with a lot of my games. But I do understand that these sorts of games are not everybody's cup of tea. For example, my ex-wife, just, if it was a top-down sort of world where the map, each map was separate and you'd walk off the edge of one map and you'd start on a new map, and north was the top of the screen, south was the bottom of the screen, that sort of thing. My wife is fine playing those games, but any of these 3D worlds, she gets lost. Well, she used to get lost. She's my ex-wife now, so I suppose she still does, but she hasn't played anything like this in years. But I have a pretty good sense of direction, generally, even in games, so I don't have too much of a problem. This is... I'm actually thankful how quiet this is leading up to the start of the horde, because sometimes you'll get screamers and mini hordes right up to the last minute, and I really don't want that. Double the horde size is not a lot of fun. G'day, Dragon Spheres, welcome back. Day 35 horde here. Hopefully we're going to survive it. Just patrolling the ramparts of my base. Shouldn't have too much of a problem. They're only going to really come at me from this one direction because of the way I've set up my moat and access for it, although I do have to keep an eye out for spider zombies who could jump the moat from any direction. So that's the only thing that's going to be a problem, and of course demolishers, but I've never had a demolisher in the game yet, so knowing my luck, of course, this will be the blood moon where the first one turns up. But yeah, in about a minute, all hell's gonna break loose. So you've turned up at the right time. You get to watch me shoot very poorly at a large audience as they try and breach my defences. Most of it is probably going to happen right here, because that's the only way that they could conceivably cross. Some of them may jump into my ditch earlier, but that's the main spot right there. Okay, here we go. Actually, I forgot to put my torch on the bar. Anyway, let's have a look. Can we see anything yet? Yep, here they come. There's another one. Right. Damn it, I missed. He took more than one hit. Have I got them coming? Yeah, I've got them coming from every direction. Thank you for the vote of confidence there. We shall see. It's early days. That was a miss. There we go. So... Ooh, that's not good. No, that he got through. Someone got through somehow. How did they get through that? Nobody has gotten through that trap before. Maybe the water was a problem. Maybe, as I said, didn't know if the water was going to allow them a way to get out of the trench. I shouldn't have put it in there. That's alright. They still can't get up. Except the spider zombies, they still can't get up onto my ramparts here due to my little thing over there. But let's just switch to the pistol for... Oh, look, see, there's a spider. Damn it. He's dead. We need to take stock for a second and make sure there's no zombies coming behind me. Now that I've seen the spider zombies turning up, where'd that spider go? There he is. Good. The doggy. Missed. Missed. That's another one. Still doing good for ammo. Uh-oh. Gotcha. Is it? Right. Oops. just grazing. Really didn't look like it's going to do much. Surprised. Thought I would have gone through more ammo than this. That was the first time I've had a vulture appear in a horde. Thankfully, they're fairly easy. Stand still so I can shoot you. Part of me wants to just... That hip firing didn't work out too bad. Let's reload that. Will there be a second wave? That wave lasted long enough. That was what? Nearly 3.5 hours of game time? Let me see if I can do the math for that. No. I'm coming up at the moment. 1 day, 24 hours is 1 hour real time. I think I worked it out previously, like 6 hours is 6 minutes to an hour. So, I've only got it actually. We've been running for 23 minutes, so it was probably about 15 minutes of game time. That'll do. Make sure we're ready. See one loot bag there, but that's about it actually. It's a little disappointing. It would have been nice if there was more. But oh, hang on, no. Is that another one? No, that's the dog carcasses. Any sign of any more? I don't want to call it too early and say that I've survived, but it looks like we've done well so far. Let's be a little bit reckless. See about looting that bag. Is that a zombie over there? No. Just a weird lighting thing between the corn stalks. Yes. Just got it. Nothing. nothing spectacular, really. Let's see, they wiped out most of the traps down there. All of the iron traps underneath there are gone. That's why they're just jumping in anywhere now. Oh, that's nice. A cockatoo outside my window squawks, and I suddenly think there's more zombies appearing. Right, looks like we survived. Yeah, I am streaming on Twitch. I've just been giving YouTube a bit of a go. What I'm actually doing is, because I can stream on YouTube and the videos appear instantly on my channel, I've just been doing this to gauge whether people will actually watch my streams or not. I used to upload streams when I first started streaming. I would upload like 2 or 3 hour streams to YouTube, and they've got such poor view rates that I wasn't sure if it was worth doing or not. And so I'm just giving this a try. Really not sure which I prefer. Oh, I'm thirsty, am I? Well, that's fine. I can drink that, and I don't need that. And I don't think I really want that jacket, so we're going to scrap that. That shovel we're definitely keeping, though. What? The game got so... It was so important for me to drink water, and my water was that high already. That's ridiculous. Anywho. I will have a couple of more YouTube videos coming out which, you know, might be a little bit redundant now with this video here, but I've got a base sort of overview video where I talk about this base in its current format and how it's working, and then I've got the last blood moon, and so that video will be coming up as well. But of course, you can see the base and how effective it is in this stream if you were to watch the playback of that at a later date. Well, this is great. We have survived this blood moon. And it was reasonably easy. So I guess that means my next job. Prepare for the next blood moon, I guess. The big thing I need to be doing at the moment... My original idea of this playthrough, or basically any playthrough that I was going to do of this game, was that I was not going to use automatic weapons, and I'm still not. That is a definite, no automatic weapons in this game. But the other plan was also going to be that I wasn't going to make ammunition. It was only going to be what I could find. That idea has changed a little bit because, quite frankly, there is no way I could have survived that blood moon if I hadn't have made some ammunition. Well, actually, maybe I could have, because I haven't really made much 7.62. Mostly I've been making the 9mm ammo, because it requires less to make it. But, yeah, I am making ammunition now. Excuse me. I'm still not using automatic weapons. I still scrap them as soon as I find them. But, I am making my own ammunition. At the moment, I'm at a situation, as you can see here, where I have a lot of shells, so casings, and bullet tips ready to go. It's gunpowder that I need, and in particular I need a lot more nitrate. So that is going to be most of my work from now on. I did just do a run before I started this video. An improvement to my cam. Yeah, bows just are no good. And I knew that anyway. I knew bows would be no good in the Blood Moon, but originally my idea was that I wasn't going to use... I wasn't going to make ammunition. It was only whatever I could find was all I was going to use as far as ammunition. But it really did get to a point where if I didn't make ammunition... well, not this Blood Moon, but the last one. I made some ammunition before the last one, which I recorded. If I hadn't have made ammunition before that... I probably wouldn't have had enough ammo to get through that. I think I used the pistol a bit more in that one because I had less 7.62 ammo. And I was a little concerned about the amount that I had. Okay, I think it's time to take the bike out. But where am I going to go? Just before the Blood Moon, I rode off on my bike and went looking for cars because I had run out of fuel for my forge and my cook fire, and because I want all of the coal I can find. Does that need any repairs? No, that's all survived very, very well. Because I needed coal for gunpowder, I didn't want to use that in my cook fire or my forge. So I was going around basically just riding all over the place looking for cars so that I could strip them and get the fuel out of them. Now, eventually I'm going to need that fuel for generators and things like that, and, you know, other vehicles if I make the mini bike, the motorcycle, the car, whatever. But I do need to do a little bit more. No, I haven't gone up to the trader yet, because the trader I'm supposed to go to is up here in the snow. I can go to the trader over here, and that might actually be worthwhile, although I don't have anything on me to trade at the moment. But it's so, like, I have been thinking about going to the trader on the bike, at least the one that I'm supposed to go to for the quest. But I could grab some stuff and go to a trader, but I don't know what I want to do. I haven't actually finished clearing out this town yet. Excuse me. And I must have started near that, because I don't know why that's even uncovered. I might go there. Let's do that. Let's ride through the town and go and have a look at that other building over there. If only you could do tricks on the bike, jumps and flips and stuff, but it doesn't look like you can. So I've been leaving, don't know if you noticed it, but this block here in front of me, I've been leaving blocks like that in bear meat time. Damn it, I didn't bring the shotty with me. I'm just going to have to do it with the pistol. We're fully loaded, we are. I wasn't sure I was going to have enough bullets in the clip to finish that. That took a lot. That took 10 rounds to take him down. I have done some of the missions. I tend to throw away the ones that come on the bits of paper that you find, though. I really should look into them more, though, I guess, but so far I haven't. Okay, so that was bear. And good, no decayed flesh on him. Sometimes you get some decayed flesh as well as normal meat. I still haven't done a few of these houses on this side of town. I have been in there and done a little bit of the pop and pills / hospital, but it's a huge thing. And I spent pretty much an entire day in there and still didn't finish. And actually died. So I must head back in there at some point. Really? The stream's only been going for 38 minutes. It feels like it's been an hour and 38 minutes. Whoa. Whoop. I'll get the right key combination eventually. You would jump right at that point, wouldn't you? There you go. And then you roll over and destroy most of the arrows. Thank you very, very much for that. Let's pull that apart. Yeah, that's the wrong thing to be doing. I didn't mean that. Let's get the arrow back. Ah, that's a pass and gun. Pass and gas. There's a supply drop right here. There is a supply drop right here. So it's right there. Okay. Did I reload that pistol? I did. Good. Okay. Yes, Nigel, we survived the Blood Moon, thankfully. And I'm just going and doing some more scavenging, I suppose you'd call it. Hello there. Would you like to die now? Oh, okay. What the? There we go. Thank you. Okay, that went rather poorly. Let's just bring the bike a little bit closer to the gas station. Oh! More meat. I wish I could get the crossbow. I really do. It's so hard to get the parts. Who knows, maybe I'll be lucky and there'll be crossbow parts in here. I don't know why there would be crossbow parts in a pass and gas. Pass and gas? I don't know. To me it almost looks like piss and gas. But when I say it, it probably sounds like piss and gas at the same times. Okay. And 200 in that. Do I get even more if I pull it apart? No. Okay. Oh, what? Nothing in that one. That's not right. And this one. Empty gas pump, all right. Just in case you hear me say it, we call them petrol pumps here. But we call it petrol. I try and call it fuel when I'm talking about it in the game, because otherwise I forget to call it gasoline. You know, that's what it technically is called in the game. My understanding is gasoline is technically one of those situations where it's a brand name. Like, you know, if you're in the industry, it's called petroleum. I think petroleum distillate is the technical name for it. We just call it petrol here. Well, I think more and more people are starting to call it fuel rather than petrol, but nobody in Australia calls it gasoline. Okay, Olaf, I'll catch you later. Get some sleep, and I hope you enjoy the stream when you watch it later. Thank you for popping in. Right, let's probably, yeah, I'm already carrying way too much stuff. Don't want the reinforced club. I don't want the military armor parts for now. We're going to scrap that. We're going to scrap that. I'll drop the bone and the leather because I've got plenty of those back at base. I've also got more scrap fragment, really, than I know what to do with. I've got so many springs, it's not funny. I don't want mushroom spores. Yeah, we'll keep the rest of... Oh, headlights. Drop them. There's probably someone out there just screaming at me right now for all of this stuff that I'm dropping or throwing away or whatever. But that's fine. Fancy garbage can. Well, hey, actually, I've got probably got so much oil too. I don't know what to do with it. Ooh, what is that? Spotlight schematic. Very nice. Okay, let's just do a quick reconnoiter is the term. Yeah, zombie in the back area there. wire around the top and obviously been fortified a little bit. These are going to be the best ways in the windows, by the looks of it. Oh, no, this will be the best way in. I will stick with the bow. Nothing in there, nothing in there. Let's check the sedan. There'll be something down underneath these guys. Oh, I missed you over there. I didn't even notice you there. Like some of those arrows back, thank you very much. Ooh, one there, very nice. Okay. I am amazed that there wasn't a zombie down there. I've got to check this out. That's one mechanic of this game I do not understand. Why, after they're dead, do they continue to make that much noise for that long? Particularly, when you blow their head off. Like, seriously? Their head goes kaboom. Literally. They have no head left. And they're snarling and everything. It's like, hang on a sec. There's another one right there. Can I sneak up on him? Go into sneak mode so we get the... Oh, sorry, her. Can I sneak up on her? Are you gonna give me any arrows back? One. Let's get back up in here. Oh. Damn it. Didn't mean to destroy that. Greedfall. No, I haven't played Greedfall. I don't think I even know of it. Or I probably... Well, there's a chance that I do know of it, I just don't remember it. Hello there. Come on, you're gonna get up. Very good. I've searched that already, so... Pull it apart. I think raiding this is going to take most of this in-game day. Very much. Looks that way. There is a lot of stuff here to pull apart. Okay, so that's that done. Anything in this pump? Yep. An empty bottle. Okay. It's weird, but yeah, whatever. Whoops, what are you doing? There we go. I didn't bring any repair kits with me, and this is almost done. This wrench. Running out of durability. Forgot about that. I don't suppose I found another wrench, did I? No. Scrap that, drop that, drop that, drop that, scrap that, scrap that, scrap that, keep that, drop that for now. And keep that engine. There we go. All good. What do we got here? Okay, food in the workshop. Usually not a great idea, but, you know, it does happen sometimes. Someone's got their secret stash of food, although why you would stash cat food? It's got me beat. Maybe there was, because they ain't there anymore. Maybe there was a shop cat that was being hidden in here. That door is locked. Okay. Scrap that. Let's scrap those as well. And I don't want the cornmeal, so let's drop that. I don't really want to be eating the cat food, but at least it won't make me sick. Well, it won't give me dysentery. Might make me throw up eating it. Actually, that's not true anymore. Pet food these days is actually pretty good. What have we got? Soda fountain, coffee machine. Okay, the door to the backyard, nothing in there. Another pump, nothing in there. I'm not going to pull it out. Just full of rubbish. I must have shot the car accidentally while I was shooting those guys before, because it needs repair. There we go. It's on the janitor's cart. Paper and some nails. Don't really want it. Cardboard box. Some more nails. Feathers. And nothing. Yeah, I was dropping that, wasn't I? I'm going to drop that for now. That's coffee beans. I want to keep those. Scrap the nails. Oh man, what do I keep? What do I throw away? Let's drop the bottled water. And quite frankly, let's drop those jars as well. Okay, what else have we got? Gonna have to destroy some of these. Naturally. Ooh. That barbed wire is really... Okay, nothing in here. Good, some more gunpowder. Can make some more bullets. And some more bullets. Scrap that. Kill the Wabbit challenge. No, scrap that. No money in there. Nothing else here. Drinks fridge. There's no money in there. Yes, I know I'm encumbered. Drop that. Drop that. No, you weren't there. Oh, there you are. If it's worth doing, it's worth overdoing. Yeah, I will be going back to Pathfinder. I just needed a break for a while. Understandable, considering I played that game for well over a year, almost non-stop. It is definitely the game that really got my channel going, and I am thankful for that. Sounds like zombies fighting each other somewhere. They're hitting something which isn't breaking very much, that's for sure. Ah, there's an upstairs. That's where that'll do. Trash piles. Yeah, there's slapping concrete somewhere. Trying to get to me. All this stuff on it. Trash can's freaking me out the way it appears and disappears. I feel like I need to pull it apart. Maybe it's got a cloaking device in it. You're coming through there. I see. As well as through doors. Not too well. Just here. Technically, those holes are not big enough to shoot through. We good? I can hear some more walking around somewhere. Now we good. Scrap. I'm actually going to make another bandage out of that. Let's make 2 because I need to use that one. Bandage craft. Here we go. Baked potato recipe. Bottle of murky water, drop. Bottle of water, drink. Drop. What else have we got? Yeah, let's drink a couple of these. Well, one should be enough for now. And let's eat a little bit. Drop that. Okay. Water that I don't really need. Oh, yay, some ammo. ammo in a... we call these service stations, petrol stations. A petrol station toilet that has ammunition in it. First of all, a petrol station toilet that has a cabinet in it is bizarre and weird. But then one that also contains shotgun shells is even weirder. How did you survive that? That was one shot to the dome, mate. That should have been an insta-kill. Right. And... more in the coffee machine. Yay! Another wrench. Let's switch to that wrench so that we don't... stop the murky water. We want to keep the golden milk tea. I don't know about the animal fat. I'll keep it for now, but I might drop it later. More glasses. I don't want... yeah. Oh, good. It didn't drop me through the floor, thankfully. Nothing in there. What's that? Potato seed recipe. Yeah, whatever. Drop that. Drop that. Okay. Very swanky employee lounge type situation here for the office staff. I don't think I've seen the short version of those before. What am I hiding behind? Oh. That's the second time I've done that. Not happy, Jan. Not happy. Oh, sorry. No, only Australians will get that reference. It was a commercial for our Yellow Pages. And Jan was supposed to be the one who organised the business to have their business advertised in the Yellow Pages. She forgot. She gets in trouble. And at the end of the ad, Jane is running down the street, and her boss, a woman, is screaming out the window, "Not happy, Jane." Reload. Big sucker, those guys. Right. Don't know if there's really anything to loot around here. Old sports bag with some empty bottles in it. Who stores empty bottles? Empty glass jars in a sports bag. These guys do, apparently. Yeah, I know what you mean, Nigel. I do that a lot with games as well. Although I was happy with the playthrough I was doing. The other thing is just it got to the point where it became obvious just how many hours there are in a normal playthrough of Pathfinder Kingmaker. And trying to record and edit the video for every single hour of that gameplay just became untenable. And to be honest, it's quite obvious from the stats of my videos that the videos that do the best on the channel are not the gameplay videos. They are instead the build videos. Builds and tutorials do much better than just playing the game. And so it got to the point of I did want to finish the game, but it didn't seem like it was worthwhile spending a lot of time trying to finish. When no one was doing the gameplay, instead, the only thing that was getting views was the tutorials. And tutorial videos are fine and all, but they take a lot of effort. Coming up with new build ideas and things like that. Testing them out to make sure that they work. Oh, I have absolutely no space to put anything in here that I find. Scrap that, drop that, scrap that, drop that, scrap that. Definitely want to keep that, no doubt about it, and that, and that. What don't I need here that I can drop? God. Gas can recipe. The good thing is that I can do that. Ammo, weapons. Look at that, full. That's pretty much a full set of armor, which I don't need any of it. So we're gonna scrap it all. Scrap that. Scrap. Oh, I gotta wait. I don't want any of that leather, so we'll drop that. I'm gonna scrap that club. You're not gonna let me take. You're not gonna let me scrap that armor for some reason. I don't know why. A doggy crate in this. Okay. What's in the cooler? So the idea here is someone lived up here with their puppy and then they got infected. And so what's that movie with Will Smith? Can't think of the name of it now. And he played he's alone by himself for most of the movie with his dog, and he's researching the cure to some zombie apocalypse type thing. We're gonna drop that. We're gonna drop that. We're gonna drop that. We're gonna scrap that. We're gonna scrap that. Motorcycle chassis we definitely want, and the iron pickaxe we definitely want. I think I already have a wire tool, but let's take it anyway. That's my current flashlight. Stuff flying around. Oh, it's the stuff I couldn't pick up. Scrap the springs. What else? I want so much of this stuff. Like, I'm not going to give up all that gas, all the testosterone. Not that I've actually used it, really, but... boy, I could drop the fibers. I don't want any of this stuff anyway. Let's get out of here. I think I've got to crouch to get through here. This is weird. More oil. Okay, something going on. Damn it. I want what's in that crate. And what did I just drop upstairs that would be wonderful right now? Is all of that, all of those wood frames. Could make more. And then scrap them again. Yeah, it's up there. Scrap. Let's eat a can of peas and scrap the can. That's all just give me metal, that's good. Okay. Let's scrap all of that. Let's put that wrench back down away. Let's GTFO. And no, I'm not just vandalizing these paintings for no good reason. That's the reason. Actually, that's the first time I've seen a safe behind a painting. Normally it's just a void with a bag or something. I can't carry all of this. Damn it. Don't know what's going to be in here, but whatever's in here, it's going to be more than I can carry. Oh, it's just a 9mm and some ammo. I can carry that. Alright, now it's time to GTFO. Yes, yes, yes. I was going to check this, wasn't I? Don't want it. It's getting to that time of day when it's a good idea to get out anyway. Where'd I leave my bike? It's not with me, is it? It's outside. Somewhere. Is it out on the road? Yes, there we are. And that was quite a haul and a good day's scavenging. And I am so overloaded. But I cannot bypass more coal. In fact, the only... Oh, it's probably the clay, is it? No, it's the coal, damn it. Isn't it? Drop that. Pick up that. Good. That means I'll keep all the coal. The only other thing I would want right now is nitrate. So 45 coal. So there's more coal there. There's more coal there. There's more coal there. Clay, coal. Beautiful. That's iron over there. Which is nice and all, but right now it's time to GTFO, as I have said before. Let's go this way. Did manage once to ride over my little drawbridges when they were open. Somehow. And I've never been able to do it again. And I think I'm going to have to just leave my bike there for the moment, because I cannot carry it. I've got too much stuff on me. I know what the next build is. I've got to put my turrets up around there, underneath the catwalk. But for right now, let's put all this away. So, what ammo have I got here? Some 7.62. I'll keep the other pistol upstairs, and some shotgun ammo there. That's everything I'm going to keep down here. Here, we've got some lead to smelt there. That's really it, actually. Tools. I've got another pickaxe, some crossbow bolts. Let's just put them over there. Another wires, that's good. That's my good wrench. It's the spare wrench. I've got to repair this. I've got to repair a lot of stuff, actually. And the other pistol. Got 2 spares there now. Let's see, some more gunpowder. Some more coal. I think that's it for that one. That... Actually, yeah, let's fill this there, that's fine. We've got engine, oil, wheel, polymers, store all that fuel in there. Those. Good, and the rest of this goes over in here. egg, first aid, food, coffee, all of this stuff. Testosterone, that. And a truckload of raw meat. So, what we're going to do is, we're already doing all of that water. No! Whew. That's lucky, because I could have got disadvantaged. Let's put that in there. Eventually we're going to have a whole bunch of water and we can boil all that meat. But I really feel like that is going to be the end of this stream. It's a reasonably short one, but it's getting close to lunchtime here and I've got a few chores to do, so I'm going to call that a stream here. Thank you very much for joining me, everybody. Thanks to everyone who came in and said hello. Olaf, Nigel, and we also had, who else was it? Dragon Spheres, that's right. Thank you all for joining me. There may be a Twitch stream this afternoon, I don't know. And I'm not sure whether I'm going to play this or whether I'm going to play Solace Crafting. I am very much hooked on this at the moment and still want to keep working on this world that I've built here. So thank you for joining me, and I will see you all for the next stream. Thanks a lot. Bye.